Hello, everyone. It's now 3 o'clock exact. So, I'm in the hotel room. Thanks for the two of you who contributed to helping me out with the hotel room. Wow. So, I'm doing this video in the dark because the online perps trying to figure out where I'm at. Them trying to figure out where I'm at, and then they try to figure out where I'm at and then want to call up the place and show them my videos and get me wrongfully banned from the entire chain forever. So I have been working with two different chains, for a while. But one of them I haven't used in a while, but so it's like, I be trying to stay as cheap but decent as possible. So I almost didn't get in here because when I usually do the reservations online, when people donate to me or when my social security check, when I have that money either, or money from my job, whatever, if I have a job and work. So I couldn't go close to where I was at because because that one wouldn't let me do the discount for whatever reason. So I had to come over here. I took the bus over here, and they said it would be probably a 2-hour walk way back to downtown. But it would be a 2-hour walk way back to downtown. So well, I'm hoping I will have enough, tomorrow. I will have no choice but to take a cab if nobody else helps me with another room. Another night. If nobody helps me with another night, then I'll have no choice but to take a cab to go downtown and then be freezing cold again. So, I would need help for another night, but then my points is low, so I can't get the discount. If I were to have help for tomorrow night, I couldn't get the discount. I have to pay full price, or they would have like a member price or something. So I had an abusive, one of the Masonic ghetto bus drivers that's friendly with Alex Dupree. I don't see Alex no more, thank God. But that ghetto lady, the bus driver, she didn't tell me nothing today, but she did that to everybody. That she didn't let people sit down all the way first. She kept on making everybody nearly trip and fall, not just me, but all of us. No, like, she didn't used to do this. So, so I rode the bus, and I got off at a stop prior because that was the tiny little so-called new buses. It was the small one. So, and this buses started to get really crowded. So I got off a stop early to beat the crowd, and I didn't want to be bumping into or getting into arguments or fights with nobody. So I got off at a stop earlier, and then for some odd reason, it was these foreign people, Indian from India. If not that, then it could have been from Sri Lanka, Pakistan, somewhere. One of those areas, I'm assuming India, but they could have been from somewhere else. And so this is what happened. So I had the guy. It's like the front door was locked, and then he forced me to go on a side by the night window, and then unusually, like when I made the reservation, like at this, I mean, like when I usually do the hotel nights, they usually do not. I mean, I make the reservation and they do not charge my card until after. Excuse me. They don't charge my card until after I made it to the hotel, and then they just take my card to verify, and then they run the card and charge it. Then, at first, they don't charge anything. So they charged my card this time, like almost immediately, and so the money was debited out of my account, and so the money was debited out of my account, and so after the money was debited out of my account, I just did whatever else, try to go to sleep. It was in the middle of the night. Somebody helped me out, and so then, the money was debited out of my account. And so then, later on when I came here, I showed the guy my debit card and my deposit, gave him the cash deposit and like my driver's license. I mean, I came ready. And so then the guy tried to tell me your card declined. And I'm like, what you mean? It's like, I already paid for it. Why are you trying to run the card again? And so me and him had like a heated argument, like very heated argument. And so I figured he must be perping. So what I did, put him on film. And so then he got mad and started to ball his fists up and, had his face twisted up mad. And me and him had like a heated argument, like a heated shouting match. And so he's like, please do not film me and stuff like that. He barely knew much any English, and so then like he gave me a hard time, and I had to keep on telling him to get the other man that walked in. And the other man, he was supposedly on lunch break or whatever. And this guy was not going to get that man. I'm like, and he kept lying, saying, I'm going to get him. But then he kept on just playing around. And so me and him had a heated argument. And so then I logged into my bank account. He's like, call the 1-800 number. They're always available. I'm like, not with my bank. My bank, it closed at 2:00 today. So, I know my bank ain't open. I called to verify, and yeah, they don't have a 24-hour 1-800 number. So they had me call the hotel chain hotline or whatever, and the lady said she couldn't help me. So then they gave me a heated, it was like a heated argument, and gave me a hard time. The guy even went as far as to try to double charge my account, my card, and it declined. Of course, because I told you I already paid. And I showed them the screenshots, and they said, it's pending. That means you didn't. And I'm like, no, when it's charged, my bank always say pending. It's like the debit was taken out, but, always, it happens, every time I make a transaction, it says pending until the next day or so, and then it clears, unless it's certain transactions are just cleared immediately, like how it is with the bank. So they try to play stupid, and it's like they know I paid. So I'm like, wow, like y'all, I start to get agitated because I'm like, I'm homeless on the streets, I'm sleep deprived, I'm tired, it's freaking cold. I'm like, I don't have time for this. I'm like, y'all really don't want me here, do you? So then after that, we had a heated argument. So they had 2 more guys, Indian from India, whatever, wherever they're from. And now they hit me in the back of the head with the directed energy weapons. So then it was that red fish, blue fish theme again. One perp wearing a red shirt and the other perp wearing a blue shirt. They walked inside of the building, and the moment that they walked inside of the building and went and they were carrying cases of Coke, Coca-Cola, this red, the red case, the red box of Coca-Cola, they were carrying it. And so the moment they walked inside, the other guy and the manager magically found the payment that I was trying to tell them I had. So I felt like a dummy and I apologized, you know, but I'm not going to publicize the video. I mean, well, I guess the problem is resolved, but I guess that was a street theater and they were trying to set me up to get banned. And this is my first time at this hotel. They were trying to set me up to get banned or kicked out, you know, and I'm, you know, this is my first time here. So I had the heated argument, you know, and so then, you know, after they magically after the red shirt and blue shirt guys came in, that's when they magically found my transaction and that I wasn't lying. And so then I apologized profusely, and then they apologized. Well, the other guy apologized too, and so they made it like everything's all good. Then they sent me to my room, and by my surprise, this room looks like it's totally renovated and it's really nice. I'm glad it got the heater on because I doggone sure need it. It's already cold outside and it looks overcast outside. So the bathroom is in the bedroom is like very spacious and just it's really nice. But you know, I paid the same price that I would pay at the other chains. I mean at the other, you know, locations, but you know, it's that the last amount of the discounted price. So I'm gonna need help with another night and this coming week. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a shame that people won't even give people housing, or they make it difficult, or they won't give people a job, or let people make an income, let people earn an income. Especially if you target it, they're blocking you from earning an income, and you got to be forced to beg and panhandle, even though you got gifts and talents and certain skills. Even though in my case I'm disabled, so I'm limited. Excuse me. So I don't know if that was a street theater to try to set me up. And then they had a whole bunch of perps following me, like as if they were trying to beat me to the hotel. So the video of the argument, I'm just not gonna publicize it because you know, what the online perps would do. And so but see, the online perps, they were also falsely making like as if Candy's ungrateful. They were falsely making like I'm being ungrateful to the people who donated to me, which the people who donated to me have nothing to do with that, and it's not their fault at all. You know, they are totally innocent, but it's the fault of the people, you know, who work here and were trying to not let me have the doggone room after I paid for it, and then they try to charge double. Now I read, and I guess I must have that must have been my protection, because I would have been charged twice, and then had no money for food, been stranded, and had nothing. So I've heard horror stories about people online on Google reviews, you know, saying certain things of, you know, being charged double, or it being a sketchy neighborhood, or them doing some crooked, shady stuff, the workers here. So yeah, I mean, so it's now 3:14 p.m. I'm hungry, and you know, I'm about to go get me some dinner to eat. But you know, as I said, the whole time I'm at this hotel, I cannot in order to save myself, you know, I'm just not gonna publicize, you know, the outside of, or reveal where I'm at. I mean, and the online perps, they're trying to get me destroyed, and they want me locked up and put away in a mental institution, and they keep on harassing me. They won't leave me alone. But right now I'm being shot up with all kinds of directed energy attacks all on my heart, the back of my head, and everything. So I'm thankful and glad to be safe, warm, and dry tonight. I'm gonna try to get me some more soap because yeah, I definitely need more than one shower tonight to try to make up from the other night. But I heard that they try to say, oh, it's a self-service hotel. I'm like, well, they got it's not self-service at the other hotels of the same name. I'm not gonna reveal the name. So now they're saying that I'm good after it's like magically. So I mean, it seems like, okay, sometimes the gang stalking street theater is like when Punked with Ashton Kutcher. That's what it's like. That's what it seems like. Punked with Ashton Kutcher. When the celebrities get punked, that's what this gang stalking street theater seems like when they try to set you up and then all of a sudden, you know. So thanks, and I'll see y'all in a while.